Now we will take another family to identify on the basis of the characters to identify another family, that is of the Lamiaceae, or the other name you can say the Labiatae. Why we are saying the other name is the Labiatae? Because according to International Code of Nomenclature for algae, fungi and plants, they have given the special permission to these 8 families. We have already discussed about this. There are 8 families which having the alternate names. Their names had been conserved in the code. Uh, According to Article 18 of the code, International Code of Nomenclature, Article 18 has been given the power to these 8 families to have another name for such 8 families. So in this case, it is one of the example of that case. Labiatae or Lamiaceae. Why it is Lamiaceae? There are the 2 rules applied over there for the valid publication. When the publication, according to all the rules of the nomenclature, they will be called as valid publication. But in this case, this goes against one of the rule of the code, because the family name doesn't have ending with the AC, and this was long used. So that's why the code has conserved and given an article 18 to these 8 families. So they are having the power of holding the 2 names instead of these 8 families. None of the other example are there except these 8 families. So here we would try to identify the family Lamiaceae on the basis of the presence of the natural characters which we are selected by the Bentham and Hooker. On that basis, they classify the plant kingdom. So first we have to observe there is aromatic smell on all the members of the Lamiaceae. All the members of Lamiaceae will have the aromatic smell. If you go through the smell, you will find a particular aromatic smell is there. Either it is the tulsi or it is the mint, what you call the pudina. They are all members of the Labiatae, and all the Lamiaceae members will have the aromatic smell. It means the aromatic smell, if there, it means there are essential glands are there. Essential glands are there. In case of the Rutaceae, you can observe the essential glands through the naked eyes, but in this case, you cannot observe the essential gland through the naked eyes. It is not clear, but the smell are there, because there are some cases there the hairy structure are there, hairs are found, and all the hairs will filled of the essential oil. And dots are also available on the leaves, which can produce, if you rub the leaf, either it is of the mint or it is of the tulsi, you will find a peculiar smell that is due to of the presence of the essential oil. So all the members of the Labiatae or Lamiaceae will have the essential oil. Next, you can say the confirmatory test as you conduct in case of the chemistry practical. There is a confirmatory test. So similar, you can apply your confirmatory test whether it is the Labiatae or Lamiaceae or not through a single character. What is that? That the verticilluster inflorescence is there. There is a special type of the inflorescence that is called as verticilluster inflorescence. What happened in this inflorescence? The flowers arises on the nodes only. The flower arises on the nodes only. These are the nodes, and the flower arises in the nodes only. And internode is blank. Then again, flower born on the next node. Then again internode is blank. Then the similar pattern from the lower side to the upper side. Now you can say the arrangement is whether the racemose or the cymose, because this you may get confused whether it is the flowering twig is continuously elongated. So you may confuse that it is the racemose type, but it is not. You can say it is the cymose type, but it is not. That's why I am saying it is a special type of the inflorescence is there. So there is a mixture of the cymose and racemose. So there was not determination whether it is the racemose, whether it is the cymose, because both the pattern are there. This group is the cymose. Dicasial cyme, two flowers are this side and two flowers are this side. The stem is quadrate. If you observe, it is quadrate. The stem is quadrate with 4 angle. So two flowers are to this side, another two to this side. So we can say it is dicasial cyme, but they are arranged in a group. That's why I am saying it is cymose. And it further elongates, that's why I am saying it may be racemose. But both the condition are not, that's why it is called as the special inflorescence, and it is verticillaster. The older flower at the lower side and the younger flower at the upper side. So this is the one of the most peculiar. Only on this basis we can say that this is the labiate or lamiaceae. Another confirmatory test you can conduct. This is if we go through the Bentham and Hooker system, it is a member of the Gymopetalae, and Gymopetalae divided into two groups, the actinomorphic as well as the zygomorphic. In actinomorphic, we have to discuss the gentianales and polymonials. In gentianales, we have discussed about the apocynaceae, polymonials, we have discussed about the asclepiadaceae. Then we come to the zygomorphic. The flower is the zygomorphic. What is zygomorphic? When you are capable to divide the flower into two equal halves from a single plane, that will be called as zygomorphic. When you are capable of dividing the flower into two equal halves from the different planes, either it is longitudinally or it is transversely or it is laterally, whatever it is, if you are capable of dividing the flowers in two equal halves, then it will be actinomorphic. When from the single plane, it will be called as the zygomorphic. So in the bicarbonate, there are the two groups, actinomorphic and zygomorphic. So we have already discussed about the actinomorphic. Now this comes to the zygomorphic. Zygomorphic, again there are two, personales and lamiales. Then personales, there are acanthaceae, while lamiales, in case of order lamiales, the labiate or lamiaceae. In both the cases, the bilabiate corolla is there. Bilabiate corolla, there are lobes of the upper jaw as well as the lower jaw. Two lobes are there. If I say that, how would you differentiate the personate as well as the labiate corolla? In both the cases, the two lobes are there. So when the incision in this corolla tube, if we remove the calyx, then you will find, though the lobes are two, the upper lobe as well as the lower lobe, lobes are two, but the incision is very deep. You may get it through hand. If this is the lobes, here it is from the corolla tube. When the incision is short, it is like that. This is the corolla tube. When the incision is like that, it means the incision is very shallow, is very small, and then the corolla tube will be long. Such bilobe corolla will be called as personate corolla found in case of the acanthaceae. While in this case, bilabiate, the incision is deep. It means the corolla tube is very short. In case of the acanthaceae, it is long because of the superficial incision, while in the labiate, the incision is deep. It is like that. So the corolla tube, this is very short. So such condition is there, then it will be called as the bilabiate corolla, as in case of the lamiaceae. So the bilabiate corolla is there, and another confirmatory test you may conduct. In case of the acanthaceae, I have told you when we are talking about the Bentham and Hooker system, and the character we were telling you about the acanthus. The terminal style was there in case of the acanthus, while in this case it is gynobasic style. This is the gynobasic style that arises from the base of the ovary, base of the ovary, and here the two bifurcated stigmas are there. So this number of the carpels indicate that the, so this stigma, number of the stigma indicate that there are the two carpels. As I have already explained in case of the Malvaceae there was 5 stigmas were there, but the style were fused. So that 5 stigmas indicate the 5 pentacarpal ovary. Here there are the 2 stigmas are there. It means bicarpal ovary. As it is the member of the bicarpality, it must have the 2 carpels. So it is the gynobasic style. Gynobasic style, it is not clear in the slide. So you can understand that these are the carpels. These are the carpel, and it is syncarpal. It means the carpels are fused. It is like that. And in this case, the 2 carpels are there, but constriction is there. So each 2 carpels is divided into 2 groups, and it appears like 4 carpels, but it is not. Constriction is there in each of the carpel. So there are 2. Basically, there are the 2 carpels, but the constriction is there, so it resembles like that. There are the 4 carpels are there, but the reality is that the 2 carpels. And from this base, if we go through this, then from this base, this style is arises. That's why it is called as gynobasic style. It is one of the 100% conformity test of the Lamiaceae. So on this basis, we can say that this is the Lamiaceae. There is no doubt after getting the gynobasic style, no doubt after getting the verticrastal inflorescence, bilabiate, corolla, aromatic smell. Though on the presence of the aromatic smell, you cannot 100% sure that it is the labiate. But if it is verticilluster, if it is gynobasic style is there, then there should not be any doubt to identify, to say that this is the 100% of labiate. So this is all about the family Lamiaceae, and we will take another example of another group, that is it means we have completed the Thalmiflorae, we have completed the Calciflorae, we have completed the bicarpellate, or gamopately you can say. Now we will explain the monoclamidae. In monoclamidae, we have to study the unisexual flower, unisexual. It means, so I think there should not be any confusion in identifying the Lamiaceae, or there should not be any confusion in differentiating with the Acanthaceae. In case of the Acanthaceae, just go through the presence of the style. If it is terminal style means this is the, you can say this is the carpel, and this carpel, when the style is arises from the top of the ovary, it is like that, then it will be 100% Acanthaceae. If it is arises from the base of the ovary, it is like that, these are the carpels. If it arises from the base of the ovary, then it is the labiate. So there should not be confusion. I think you would be able to identify with the help of these characters, you would be able to identify the Acanthaceae as well as the Lamiaceae, and you would also be able to identify the personate corolla is there, or the bilabiate corolla. In both the cases, the lobes are there, but you should have the concept of the long corolla tube as well as the short corolla tube. When the short corolla tube is there, then it will be labiate. The bifurcation will be deep, the incision will be deep, and the corolla tube automatically. When the incision is deep, the corolla tube will be short. When the incision is shallow, or small, then the corolla tree will be long. So there is a much difference between the personate as well as the bileviate corolla. In acanthus, personate corolla will be there. In bileviate is a typical bileviate corolla is there. So with this we can conclude the presence of these characters. We can conclude that this is the Laminaceae and this is the acanthaceae. So I think you people would able to understand, you people would able to identify the family in the field whenever you go to the excursion or you go to the field. I think there should not be any confusion for identifying of these families. Thank you so much. So nice of you.